Welcome everybody to the Downtown Kiwanis Club. I'm seeing lots of guests that we're very happy to have. Welcome. And Chuck will
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join me in prayer, please. Music is a wonderful gift. Music is universal. It is capable of expressing a variety of moods and feelings, joy and sorrow, hope and fear, or faith and doubt. Music transcends barriers that divide race, class, gender, ethnicity, and geography. It can be used to soothe the soul and lift up others. Making music, sharing music during these challenging and isolating times in the past 2 years has created unity and connectivity. Today, let us thank musicians for the healers that they are, providing life and renewal to the soul. Amen.
just do just a few announcements. First of all, we would like to appreciate some of our members, especially those celebrating anniversaries this week. Rick Warren, 13 years. Congratulations. Past president of basketball state finals chair, Mike Halstead, 26 years. Congratulations. And past president of the board, 34 years. Pat will serve as one of our delegates for one convention and coming up next month in June. Eric Steele has a brief update on our 2014 football.
He is actually out sick today. So you can break the big news. You can break the big news if you'd like. Would you like, can I break the big news?
Yes.
We have been honored to have candidate president-elect for this coming term, Nancy Olson. When you see her, please congratulate her and next voting soon. That's it.
Okay. Is Rand here?
No.
No? Okay. I'll give you then in his stead, a quick recap of upcoming programs and incentives. One entry for every time we bring guests through September 29th. 2016, we had Julie Long, Commissioner of the Horizon Fleet, 23rd, Emily Kruger, CEO of 16 Tech. June 30th, and Case Robinson, Children's Defense. And in July, Joe Hale, INS Museum, just before the new brickyard 200 event. And 21st of July, major grant relief operations hours program at Kansas Tech. Greg's here.
Yep.
To introduce our speaker. Thank you, Greg.
That might take a while. Quicker the better.
Thank you very much. And I'm honored to introduce James Johnson, who's the CEO of the Symphony, as our speaker today. James began in his role at the Symphony in April of 2018, and he came from a variety of different places, including Oklahoma and New York. Obviously, as the CEO of the Symphony, he's got big shoes to fill with all the things that are taking place. He comes with a great background, though, of being involved with so many elements of the symphony in other areas. And I really want to put a plug in for the symphony, because when you think about what makes Indianapolis a great city, you first start for a great community is beyond just, official boundaries of Indianapolis. You start with its people. But then you move to what makes this community really tick. When you think about a city like Indianapolis and all the great amenities that we have in this community, and during the month of May, obviously, I think of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway as the most iconic racing venue, the most iconic sporting venue on the globe. But you have to also look at organizations like the Symphony. I don't know if this data still exists, we could probably talk about it if not. But Indianapolis, at least a few years ago, was one of 17 cities that had full-time symphonies in the entire United States. And I think the other thing that makes Indianapolis such a great community is so much of what we have is accessible. When you think about other cities like New York, Chicago, Boston, stuff like that, in order to come to the symphony, you have to be somebody. And in Indianapolis, because of the great work that he does and the outreach that they do to schools, and anybody, anywhere can really be involved in the symphony, and I think that's fabulous. Also, I'm putting a plug in for what's on across the street right now, because we've got a whole group of United Way folks that are over at the symphony celebrating the greetings from the world's old and new. Dvorak's New World Symphony is taking place over lunch. So I'm pleased that you're here with us. And then I also wanted, when you search somebody on the internet, you can find a few things, and these are not going to be bad. So James likes himself to a recovering bass player. Maybe he'll talk a little bit about that. He also worked with the original band leader for NBC's Tonight Show. And I'm sure that if we had a few hours to sit down and talk to him, he could give us all kinds of stories. Talking about a great community, he moved to the Midwest to have a better quality of life. And I think that says a lot for our community. And as the person who put together what's now the AES Yuletide agreement with the symphony, he calls ISO's Yuletide as the gold standard of holiday programming. And again, putting a plug in, if you've never been to Yuletide or you haven't been in a while, you need to go to Yuletide. It's the best of the best. So with that, James, thank you for being here, and look forward to what you have to say.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Greg, for the introduction. Chuck, I'm grateful for your words at the very beginning, particularly the centered musicians and talks today. I believe people are that they bring solace. It's said sometimes that where words fail, music begins. Well, I'm not going to read music today. I'm going to read you some words, and I hope that what I can say will be of interest to you. I wanted to share with you my connection to Kiwanis. I'm very grateful for the invitation to address the meeting today. Kiwanis has a special significance for me because 40 years ago, the Kiwanis Club in my hometown sponsored me to attend Boise State in the summer. And it was an uplifting and life-changing experience for me. I felt it gave me permission to imagine myself as a future leader, an organization, and gave me the courage to try. I might not be here without that support so many people. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the Symphony on the Prairie program, because there's so many facets to the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra that we can spend hours speaking about various programs that we offer. Some of them which we've already mentioned. I wanted to talk about the Symphony in the Prairie program because I think it's kind of an interesting case study in how a long-time business arm of an organization needs to evolve. And I'll talk to you about how the Symphony in the Prairie has evolved over the years. I hope that my information will be of interest to you as a business leader. Of course, I would not be doing my job if I didn't also put in a pitch for this summer's concert. So you'll see on your tables the schedule for this summer's programs, and I'll go through those at the end of my talk today. I hope you enjoy this out there. You'll also see a brochure of next year's season concerts. If you have a chance to go and see it. So I wanted to share some slides for you to talk about programs in the Prairie, and of course, allow some time for questions. But let me give you a little overview of what Symphony of Prairie is. This year, we are presenting 25 concerts from the third week of June through Labor Day weekend. We have about 200,000 visitors in a good year, I would say. It's a $3 million annual operation. So it's certainly a major undertaking. The major players around Symphony of Prairie, of course, it's the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. We are partners with the Prairie Museum, which comes to the surprise. Of course, Kroger signed on as a title sponsor about 5 years ago now to sponsor the series. There are many others who are involved. Some of you may be part of businesses that source sponsorships. A number of groups that attend year after year. It's really become a perennial thing. For the history of Prairie, began in 1982 with the orchestra playing on a flatbed truck, basically in the middle of the cornfield at the Prairie Museum issues. The audience came on with their lawn chairs and blankets. So it had humble beginnings, but from the very start, it was a hit. In the 1990s, we added a permanent stage to the facility, and we used a lot of earthly equipment to create what we call a symphony bowl, an amphitheater where people can set their chairs and blankets and move the stage. I will say, I'll give credit to my long ago predecessor, Bob Jones, who was the CEO of the Symphony in the 80s. He said there are two things that an orchestra must get right. Number one, you got to have a good program for the holidays. Number two, you got to have a good program for the summer. The rest of the year, September through May, you kind of take care of itself. Concerts you do. You got to get those two extra things right. And I think between Yuletide and Symphony of the Prairie, the orchestra is getting out of class. So talking a little bit about the Prairie, this is a video. If you haven't been, I hope you will. This is a picture from about 20 years ago. Gives you an idea of what the space looked like, basically over time. And I want to talk about some of the amenities that we've added since this picture. So, in response to our patrons, we added reserved table seating. I'll show you a picture of that in a moment. We put in essentially a skyline from the Huntington Bay on Sunset Lounge. We added VIP seating in front of the stage. We put in reserved parking for people who wanted to make sure that they could park in comfort and ease. We've added more concessions and permanent restaurants. Back in the day, when we first began, it was portalettes and it was primitive. When I began here, we added a state-of-the-art sound system to give you beautiful sound wherever you are in the venue. And in 2019, we added some video screens, like a preview screen, so that you don't have to have just the absolute best seat to see everything. Wherever you are, it's the best seat. There's some examples of that. There's like table seating in front of the stage, where you can bring your picnic and have a comfortable meal to the concert. This is the Sunset Lounge, which sits on top of the North Hill. Like I said, I liken it to the skylights experience. You want the comfort of chairs, video screens, that sort of thing, your own private bar. It's a great way to experience. Here's a picture of the reserved seating that we have. Not for every concert, but certain concerts where they're big fans of the whatever's on stage, or the concerts on stage, they like those seats. Here's a picture of those big screens. They are, in my view, the most dazzling screens in Indianapolis, maybe second only to the screens at my desk. They really do light up the night. They really are a great way to experience the concert. You know they're successful when the person you're sitting with is 25 feet away. So the reason that we have put in these new amenities is that we've responded to changing tastes. In 1982, we began Prairie. Classical music made up the majority of the program. Later, about half the concerts were classical. Today, the orchestra performs one weekend classical music with light classics. We do one weekend of patriotic music around the 4th of July, and then we have popular concerts. In all, about 1/3 of those 25 concerts are with the orchestra. And 2/3 are with headliners or tribute groups without the orchestra. So you may be asking yourself, how does that work in Stafford? I thought this was over symphony on the Prairie. So our audience surveys and marketing studies show that the orchestra is important to the brand identity of Symphony on the Prairie. After all, it's baked into the name of the festival. Symphony on the Prairie implies that the orchestra will be present. On the other hand, after the Star Spangled Symphony program, which is with the orchestra, our most popular concerts are those with headline groups or those tribute bands. So as a commercial venture, and this, don't make no mistake, this is a commercial venture for the orchestra. It's important that we continue to attract audiences while offering what it is the audiences tell us that they most enjoy about symphony. So what is it that the audiences are telling us about? It's about the atmosphere and experience. So here's some thoughts about the atmosphere. Now, most important that we are offering music we love. It has to be music that is familiar to you, that you love listening to, that you enjoy. That atmosphere has got to be welcoming, it's got to be friendly, it's got to be safe. We think of these as actually major differentiators between what we offer and the other things. Which maybe more cutting edge in terms of the experience is going to be maybe less common. We've also made sort of a conscious decision, not necessarily to go towards a standard amphitheater with lots of concrete, fixed seating. People told us we like the grass beneath us, we like the sky above us, we like to see Prairie all around. I think you'd agree if you join us. It's a beautiful spot, one of those appealing places to experience music. You know, we fight almost each and every weekend with weather, because it's summer in Indiana. The weather can change every 10 minutes. It usually does. We don't have coverage, so we have to develop an elaborate system over time of warning audiences when a thunderstorm might be coming and send them to their cars. Dangerous paths, we help them back to concerts. Sometimes we have to make the inevitable decision to cancel the concert. We always say that the concert's on until it's not. So we almost never cancel a concert before the concert. Because of it. So we have said we made a conscious decision not to put in concrete junction. I'm not sure that this is simply what we got. People audiences tell us it's different. kind of like that. Some of the other things that we hear from our audience are not experience. Again, this is a differentiator from what is offered elsewhere. So audiences can make the experience their own. You can pay once, or you can splurge and really enjoy yourself. In 1982, there was really only one. Aged it in, and bought the party. Now, we know that people want actions, so we make free parking available, or we can reserve the VIP space in various means. You can bring your own picnic, or let us serve you. And I want to just pause on there for a moment to say that's becoming rare as and seen in the concert business. Commercial promoters of concert venues tell you that the box office is almost meaningless today, because every penny that comes in the box office goes straight to the artist. They make their money off your partner. Basically, that's how the venues can be successful. Yes, they'll take a percentage of the box office, but it's usually small. The artist. So we're different. We offer you a chance once, or to spend again. Food, it's free to choose, and that really makes it different kind of experience. We've also learned that this has got to be. So all ages are welcome, and every age can enjoy this. So we often see many generations enjoying themselves. There's new amenities added around the family fun. Brand new playground there, top slides for kids, balloon rides, of course. Really is a place where, even if it's not necessarily the music you love, the experience is one that somebody that you will certainly enjoy. Hopefully somebody can also have. Bottom line is we want you to have a relaxing, fun night. So what are the challenges? It sounds like this is a slam dunk. Well, they are many, and it's one of the reasons we had to evolve in recent years in potential concerts. So Brother asked you the two biggest challenges that we face. And I put an asterisk there. Our challenges are not about people, but the music is going to be my problem. Generally speaking, it's really about getting in, getting out of the venue, and restrooms. I can't tell you how many times I'll go through audience surveys, pregnancy and theater. It's about parking, it's about getting those things right. And the restroom is plentiful, clean, and the parking and the exit got and those things are not necessarily always so easy to accomplish. Let me give you a case study. Some of you may have been there on Saturday, September 17th. This was the last night of our concert season. Little did I know, it would be almost 2 years before we did another concert. We had a really wonderful tribute group called Space. We hear this season's about really wonderful Uncle John and Billy Joel. It's a lot of fun. But on this particular night, the last night of the season, we had patrons with thousands of unused value. These are 10 packs of tickets that you would go to Kroger and purchase because you got a great discount on this value pack. And if you have any left over in September, well, you're out, gather family, friends, together, we also well, this particular night, we had the houses still out. And that's when everybody decided Sounds like a fun concert. Great night, great weather. Let's give this a shot. Well, that was also the night that there were massive road closures and construction sites all around Fishers. And on a prairie, unfortunately, to this day, really just has one access, one way in. One way out. So that set up kind of the purpose. The official attendance that night was 12,255. I think it was probably more like 2,000 to 3,000 more than that. At least 1,500 were outside of the camps. Capacity of the venue, you can just imagine bathrooms, parking, all of this. Of course, at the end of the evening, patrons were unhappy dinner. Some had a great time. Those who got there early and got their spot was in good shape. But the neighbors, because people park everywhere around Fishers, certainly were happy to have cars on their front lawn. And naturally, the city of Fishers was not too happy. So the next day on Sunday, I was on CBS affiliate explaining myself as to what happened because it was written up about all of this what happened. And not surprisingly, Mayor Fadness and I had words so what were the solutions to that dilemma? We can have something that is just basically out of so what we look at, how we make this could have unknown number of this information will allow us to adjust staffing, security, maintenance, and to manage the ingress and egress. So in 2021, we took the controversial step of eliminating value tax. No longer could just purchase 10 tickets, do whatever you want to do. Instead, we introduced a system where we have to purchase 8 specific tickets. You could still go to the program to find the lowest price ticket for the concert season. But you couldn't just buy a ticket for the season. Again, fairly controversial, but in the end, because we very little exchange policy, patrons, and we, in the event of bad weather, we initiated automatic refunds to people's accounts. We found that actually it wasn't all that. It actually did make a lot of sense. So now you go to Kroger and you take out your phone and you scan the QR code that's on your display in the store. That gets you the lowest price. It's very easy. There's no paper involved. You don't have to visit a box office. You don't have to talk to the grocery. You do it while you're there. So in 2021, we also did a new operating model. For 39 years, the ISO was essentially a tenant of Conner. The ISO worked and promoted the concerts, we sold tickets, and we sat at concerts. Essentially, we were rangers. Conner Prairie would essentially provide staff to maintain grounds, cut the grass. They operated concessions, including bathrooms. Basically, the ISO did all the rest. So in 2021, we signed a new agreement with Conner Prairie to share responsibility for producing each year. And our roles are similar. Now we each have financial support in the success of the season. So there's incentive for Conner Prairie to get the feature experience as best we can possibly do. And of course, we have incentive to provide the best possible. So now we are very excited to unveil 2 seasons. So you can see from your brochures, as you want to follow along as well, we have 4 programs featuring classical favorites for the season. Star-Spangled Symphony is the most patriotic and stirring musical celebration environment. And it is perennial favorite throughout the year this year. Jack Everly, our original Pops conductor, will offer a Broadway Stars program, and then we have a movie tribute upcoming. Pay tribute to John Lennon. Headliners this year is Epic, and then we have a whole array of tributes as well. This is the music you knew when you were growing up, played by the best artists we could find. No, they're not the original artists, but they did a terrific job. And some of these are the best sellers. Season, year after year. King, Taylor tribute, Caesar series. There's the basis of that. We have Queen tribute, Rebel show, Venus tribute. Every year we have Caesar opera. This year, we're offering and then we have the Donald tribute. You'll notice that many of these tributes are artists who are no longer touring. And so if you're going to hear this live, it's probably a chance to experience that. And it's always fun. And particularly, my daughter just loves to come night after night. She goes straight to dance, just on stage. And she has it. So that's, I hope you'll join us for the concerts, and I appreciate the opportunity to see you. I'm glad to take your questions. I guess I can cover it. Oh, yeah.
So, beyond that, how is the symphony doing coming out of COVID? Because you know that these kinds of venues and this kind of stuff was hammered harder than anybody through that process.
That's right. So the question is how is something doing in general? And I'll tell you, it's been a challenge. In fact, we've seen some performances that have done very well. But others, it's been slowly we like to see in the audience. And I would put it at people are afraid.
Are you close?
Yeah. You know, there's also big challenges about
Right back there.
and the
Jane and the pink and Jim.
The other issue is that downtown.
There's Jane. Hey, there's Jim.
So, you know, we got to work through those things. And we expect that by September, the pandemic is not going away. It's becoming an endemic. We have been in consultation with public health officials. We have, I speak to two medical doctors, one who's an expert on a frequent basis about what's the appropriate response in terms of how we, in terms of our patrons, as well as our employees. So, we're adjusting as this evolves, changes to our policy. We're also heavily involved in investing in the success of downtown. We're in the heart of downtown, so and it's really important to us that we continue to attract audiences from downtown. Park wants, enjoy all that.
Got two questions for this again, Prairie. So I used to do the ballot impact, and yes, I was in that last one.
Way to go, Pat.
Got our seats. But we got there. So one of my questions is, I really eliminated the ballot impact. We have another couple of friends that we will trade off by table. And then we have split the cost. The table comes with 10 chairs, right? But I have to go someplace and get me tickets for those 10 chairs. get somebody in. And a couple of us, we would cut down on the if I'm gonna invite 5 people, I'm not gonna say, oh, 5 people, yeah, what 5?
Right.
I would buy the ticket. So I'm looking for the cheapest ticket available. Unfortunately, I'm not that great at scanning. And I also get the ticket, so I can give it to them.
Right.
So what am I doing wrong?
Well, we need to work on the logistics of that. Essentially, what we do in terms of purchasing tables, you know, you're right, you have to purchase individual ticket for each person of one. Lowest price, it's typically about $32. And then you essentially also rent the table.
So what's the table price?
It's about 25.
So basically, you're at 200. And so, one of my friends is really, she's married to a doctor, and we just said, we couldn't cut it down. So if you want to fill it up, and look, I know the 8,000 and all that, but where that doesn't make sense with buying a ticket is that you already have 10 tickets allocated. I'm just going to put them. So I'm basically buying 10 tickets and 10 tickets. So we're really getting all sorts of things.
That's a good point, and we'll, you know, certainly, as we evolve our ticketing system to match the AAA, we'll be better. So frankly, you also big ones, the purchase of table. And then the ability to share.
That's the problem. Okay, so the other thing is, we have season tickets downtown, and that's a long time. And my husband and I, I'm over COVID, never had it. I do any research that SARS thing, that COVID, one, have it. I test 0 for everything. And we had another set of friends. And so when we knew our tickets, I know IRT is doing this. They are talking to people, and we won't have sections, no matter what, we're vaccinated. We won't have to pass during it. I know that right now, I think, we don't have to wear masks. And
So, matter of fact, in terms of this is a good question about policies. Last night, matter of fact, we set out an email. No longer checking for your vaccination status. Don't need the COVID test. Masks are optional, but recommended. If anyone comes to us on circuit theater and they say, I'm not comfortable sitting next to somebody who's not going to mask, and really do our best to accommodate people. Right now, based upon the advice that I've been getting from our medical professionals, it's really a matter of choice. Because forcing or requiring patrons to get vaccinated is no longer working in terms of increasing those who should get vaccinated or interested in taking tests. These basically people decide where they fall. There are those who are vaccinated, boosted, and all the rest of those who are not. So we're saying that with the availability of all the medical procedures available, you have to decide on your own attending in life. So our job is to address your concerns at the gate. We also have a multi-million-dollar air handling system that was very well at refreshing the air inside. So we made that decision to give our patrons their chance. I think that'll be well received. Which, as I said, we just announced this last night. Coming this weekend, that would be, I assume, that would be policy next fall unless something. Any questions? All right, thank you very much.
program was an absolute pleasure. I've grown up sort of with the symphony orchestra. My mom and dad were regulars when I was just a little girl. And when we lost our mom, my dad and I continued the tradition. So I think forever and ever, I've been, I've just loved our symphony. And it's a beautiful orchestra. The building, the fact that we renovated the Circle Theater was just such a contribution to the treasures that we cherish in this city. So thank you so much for being part of it today. We are going to make a donation in your honor to the Indiana Youth Group. This group creates safer spaces to encourage community and provide programming that empowers LGBTQ youth and magnifies their voices. So thank you once again. Now we have another portion of our program today. The Kiwanis Improvement Program at Southport High School, or KIPS, annually recognizes 2 seniors who have improved their grades and maintained excellent attendance. The $2,500 scholarships from the Kiwanis Foundation of Indianapolis have been made possible through the support of the Durham Family Foundation. And I would like to welcome Tom Dunham's daughter, Jane, and son-in-law, Jim Wainwright, to make the presentation. Thank you. My husband Jim and I are honored to be here today on behalf of my father Tom, and he's looking forward to getting back with you next month. So he's sorry to miss this today, but like was said, we're joined by 2 scholars from Southport High School. Also with them today are their parents and a sister are here, and also the assistant principal, Amy Boone from Southport High School, and one of the counselors, Lamont Raska. So we welcome them to be with us today as well. So I'd like to start off by asking Jen to please come forward. Jen is a senior in Southport High School, and she possesses an unparalleled work ethic that is depicted in her academic accolades and social attributes. Jen is a people person and is well liked by all of her peers, and her empathy extends far and beyond the realm of traditional classroom setting. She participates in a variety of activities at Southport High School as well as in the community. She comes from a family of highly motivated individuals that value education and the process of making their surrounding circumstances better. Jen is exuberant in her quest to be the best person she can be and always determined to accomplish all of her goals. She's kind-hearted, generous, compassionate in all aspects of humanity. Jen will be attending Indiana University in Bloomington this fall and studying criminal justice. It was my honor to present the Durham Family Foundation Scholarship to Jen.
Feedback, but I want to show that some of the numbers I'm looking for to the country very nice meeting them, and also to Tom. Working in Kiwanis in high school, I feel like it wasn't really just like a volunteer hours for college. I mean, like it was just super fun meeting with people, volunteering, working with kids and helping and all that stuff. And it was just an opportunity that I had to take on because it made me develop a lot of leadership skills that I really enjoyed. But I didn't know just through doing such a good deed as earned such a big scholarship. So I'm very thankful. And thank you to my parents for coming and Mr. Vasco for accompanying me. And yeah, thank you.
Noon Tom Leon, please come forward. Noon is also a senior software husband. He has the desire and drive to be successful at the next level. Noon has represented Southport High in the community superbly. Throughout high school, he has taken a plethora of dual and AP classes to help prepare him for his post-secondary success. His level of commitment and dedication to the Southport community is evident. However, his career participation on the yearbook staff has enabled him to document and tell stories of some of the most amazing pieces of Southport High School's history. Noon has a heart and compassion to help others locally as well as globally. Noon will be attending IUPUI in the fall to study business management at the Kelly School of Business. It's my honor to present one of the Indianapolis Foundation Scholarship to Noon Tom Leon.
Firstly, I would like to thank Tanya and my daughter, and Jim, alongside the Kiwanis Club for giving me this opportunity to receive the scholarship. I would also like to thank my assistant principal for giving me today, and my mom and dad and sister, and everyone here today in person and online. And lastly, I would like to say thank you for the wonderful. Thank you.
Congratulations who came to our luncheon today. That was a real pleasure. And we're so happy for you. Good luck in the future. Has been a wonderful program. What a treat to have two parts that were both exceptional. And the Symphony Orchestra, of which we are so very proud in the city, and these wonderful students of which we are equally proud. Thank you so much and good luck in the future. And I wish everyone a good end of the week, a great weekend with cool weather. I doubt that's going to happen, but at any rate, we'll see everyone next weekend.